Here we go. Playing some Selesnya CoCo. I like this map. It's an Iron Cat 1. Should be a lot of fun. Platinum tier 3. And we're definitely not keeping that. That one, however, we will keep. We got a turn 1 play, turn 2 play, turn 3 plays, then we got a collect the company. Now we have a turn. Now we have a land too. Looks like we're playing against either Rule or Jund. Looks like Rule. Burning Tree. Is there a robber? No, he's a brawler. So a little bit more aggressive of a list. Probably. I'm gonna go green source. Stews. Ooh, bunker. Good. We are in trouble. Yes, we are. We gotta look at slow you down. It's too big for them. We have no attacks, pass the turn. I don't know why he said oops. Ooh, Dahlia. That's probably why. Instead of 4-3, gets rid of the company. He could have a pump spell, but probably not. Go to 8. Not, okay, so we need a land here for collect the company. Ouch. That's not good. Alright, we got Ronus. Now you have 2 blockers. I don't want to miss out on casting break next turn. Because we might need the life gain. If he happens to have an Ember Cleave, we just lose. He does not have an Ember Cleave. That's good. So, Great Henge here first, even though Collected Company would be great. He collected companies. If he hits a Gruul Spellbreaker and that, then we are just screwed. They can't block that. But, I mean, we get another 5-4 down. I mean, we do lose a life. We can't gain life. We're in trouble. See, if this had been game 2, I would have used Collected Company before the Great Henge, because I could have stolen stuff and exiled it. But now I have to sit here and wait for him to realize he has lethal, regardless of what he does. Oh, good old Gallia. She's such a good card. Alright, we got 7 life. We gotta block a 2-2. We gotta trade with the beast. We gotta kill that thing. And we block that. And we take, what, 4? We go to 3. 2 creatures can enter. Is there any way that we can block better than this? Yeah, there is. The Steel Leaf Champion needs to block the Gallia. We can't get him card draw. We go to 3, pretty much board wipe him. We collected company. There's the Skyclave Apparition. Charming Prince. Okay, Back to it first, please. Thank you. You gotta steal that thing. Back in the life. So. Yep. That worked. I'm happy about that. Let's see if we can there. Eat. So stabilize. Got rid of the life gain. Had a scavenging use to eat stuff. Right, and we're gaining life. So this matchup is one of those matchups where Ronas is good but not great. Charming Prince sucks. Or Grimm's Warden comes in hard. In fact, we probably want to bring in another copy. But I like having junk blockers, so we'll just start with that. Super easy. Charming Prince comes out because it doesn't really help in this matchup. It's just a turn 2 play. And we take out Ronas. Because Ronas is just only good in game 1, generally speaking. I've never found enough to do I keep him. And then Fairground Warden against aggro creature decks. So we're playing against. Yay! We got really lucky with the Great Henge last game. We'll see how this one goes. That is definitely a keepable hand. Turn 3 beast. Turn 2 beast. That's a good hand. Don't have to shop for stones. Still won't. Now, if he stomps the Llanowar Elves, I will be surprised. I mean, if he does BTE in the stomp, I'm surprised. That is not the play that I would ever make. Because I'm really good at this deck is really good at creating stuff and getting bigger. So I would have saved Stomp for something else. We can try to force a trade here. We're not going to give it to him. We got Collected Company down. And again, this is one of those situations where Luster Beast can block and trade. And so casting it as a 5/5 is defensive. This is what I talked about in my creation video of the deck. We want Love Shark Beast to just be able to sit here and ooh, I didn't even bring stuff in to stop that. Alright, that's cool. That's actually really bad. We're gonna go grab our Yasharn. Yeah, and that shuts him down. Apparently he does not want to deal with the Yasharn. So whoa, first games. This morning on the climb. Now, Grafdigger's Cage in game 2, that actually probably shuts us down to a point where we can't play a lot of game. And so I'm surprised that we saw him concede that early. I would have kept playing if I was in his shoes. There's a lot more game left to that game. Yasharn is difficult to deal with. It's a 4/4, so it can block a lot of stuff. It's just really a trade for like a questing beast or a 4/4 rule spellbreaker. So I don't understand why he was considered that. Maybe because he realized he kept the Collected Company and he just shut himself down. I don't know. That's an odd one. Game 2 of the day. Let's see how we do. So we got 3 lands technically. We got Love Shark Beast turn 1, Mammoth or Beast turn 3. Generally speaking, Beast is going to be our play because this is a land. We're on the draw, so we keep this hand. If we were on the play, I would have thought about mulling more because I need to hit 3 lands. If I'm on the draw, I can draw. I have 2 draws before turn 3. And look, see, there's our land card. And then I like to make sure I get white laying down, so I often shocking the temple guards. But since I don't have anything else till turn 3, now I can just tap that and attack. So that's really good. Growth's fine. So fun. No black sources yet, but I'm assuming we're playing against Sultai. Yeah, see, Sultai. So this matchup's a lot harder, especially. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be turn 4 Nissa. He has some counter magic up, probably Tail's End, or Censor. So I would rather him censor the Kazandu Mammoth, Short Beast, up and eliminate. See, I didn't see that coming, and I'm glad that it was that, not Bloodstruck Beast. We're gonna probably collect the company. Oh, he doesn't have double green. He did not have. Okay, pick that back. Probably Skyclave Apparition, that Hydroid Crassus, because he just don't like dealing with it. Rather than let it 2/2 token. Alright, so this is one of those moments in the game that I would call a lynch point, because we can collect the company to pressure the board, we can use Sharn to make sure we have land drops, we can exile it to control the board state, which I think is the play I'm looking at. But I'm going to collect the company, and it ends up being really, really bad play. That's alright. Yasharn would have been the best play there. There's his double green. Still can't cast him aside. Another Hydroid there. Has a full 4. He can swing for 4. Doesn't matter. And we're in trouble. I don't want to miss land drops. That's the problem. So I got 2 and 3. Yeah, so I can squeeze and eat the Uro. Or I can squeeze and Skyclave Apparition. So yeah, we're gonna squeeze here, Skyclave Apparition, eat your Hydroid Crassus, number 1. We've got another one next turn. We're gonna pump a Luminarch again. And then we're gonna all attack. And then we really hope he doesn't have Languish or Extinction Event. Extinction Event wouldn't be terrible here, because we actually do have Evens and off. That was terrible. We just lost the sources that we needed, and a creature that we needed. That makes me think that he is not running a Baneboard Nissa. I don't want to miss land drops, so I really want to cast Yasharn. But I think moving the Hydroid Crassus out of the way, that's the option here. Because Skyclave Apparition does nothing against the Nissa that we know is coming. So we're going to just move it out of the way, get some damage on, exile, draw card. This is such a weird build. Like, if we'd seen a Nissa, we'd be in so much trouble. Oh, Extinction Event even. Okay. And then Extinction Event off. Okay. What is this guy doing? Everything about what he has played has made absolutely no sense. So now I can go eat his Uro, which gets rid of a lot of his pressure. I'm not regretting not casting the Yasharn, but that freaking casualty reward killed us. Fatal push, we take 4. 4 available now. Heyo, now we're not missing land. See, now we won't miss the land drops for 2 turns. Yay, Yasharn. I probably could have cast this a lot earlier, but I'm glad I didn't, because Fatal pushes it's hard to hit this with it. There's a land, draw a card. I think it's a good play for him. 2 cards in hand. I have a 4-foot block. He probably swings in with both of those regardless. I mean, if he finds a Nissa, we're still screwed. Pretty easy play here with Beta 1-1. Beta 5-4. If he wants to trade, he wants to trade. Because he's at 12 and I can generate a lot. He hasn't found another Uro. Keeps doing damage to himself. Oh, the Sultan matchups. They're so long. Not seeing this is the oddest. Oh, so he can escape that Uro directly if he wants to. Oh. Annihilate uses one of them. And we really need to hit third. Third Skyclave, Apparition, off the top. Or we could hit Company, I think like that. Hot season of 2 lanes. Ooh! Belief Champion versus Man, it is so odd to see a deck like this without. Oh man. Let's see here. I kind of just want to chunk block this turn. Yeah, his life for days, his card draw for days. You could escape another wow, how many spells in a row. Look at this language, Oxy still, which is fine. She doesn't want to kill it and have him escape it again, but it looks like that's what we're going to have happen. If he has an eliminate, it's almost guaranteed. Yeah, so that's a good game. I'll have to draw like Company off the top. I'm just going to take the 6. And there's the Nissa. I wonder if he's only running like 1. Holy cow, like seriously.
The land fights for us.
That was a lot of cards to get to, yep, that's game 1. Holy shenanigans. That guy had a really weird main board deck or something. Because it took him that long to get to Nissa. Holy cow. Alright, Steel Leaf. Charming Prince. We definitely bring in the Harbingers because we do. Fairgrounds Wardens we also bring in because Fairgrounds Wardens can pick up tokens and other stuff that they actually do main board. Okay, here's some of the like actual decisions that you have to make. We're gonna take out Ronath. Duh. For another Fairgrounds Wardens, it's actually really good against this deck. I know that you wouldn't think it is, but it can steal lands from Nissa, it can do all sorts of stuff. This card, really good, helps us with land drops. I'm still really mad at how good the deck was playing until those double extinction events, and then I played Desharn and I feel like I only drew land. Vivian is the card that I'm thinking of bringing in, only because it stabilizes board states. It's another pressure. Archon's another card that I think about, but I want to get Great Henge online. Game 2 on the play, I think we don't go with the Vivians. this game. I hate playing Sultai sometimes. I just hate playing against Nissa, I'll be honest. Nissa is just such a butt of a card. Now, as long as Llanowar, okay, so Fatal Push Thoughtseize are like the worst possible turn 1 plays for my opponents. Either of those wrecks this hand so badly. Otherwise, we're actually pretty set. So not turn 1, which is really great. We're gonna force him to try, yeah, we're gonna put a block on him if he doesn't get something down. If he has an eliminate, passive or luxury. Ooh, he's like, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm like, yeah, Lumina, he's gonna up my luxury beast. We're gonna put a block on you. 3 turns. 3 more turns. And then if he doesn't, okay, let's see. No response. We're gonna cast this. Now, if he has Tail's End, which I'm assuming he does. Ooh, hoo hoo. Ooh, we survived. Guessed it. Take action? Yeah, that's what we want. Then this one's at 8, put him at 7, so that's the next turn of this game. Guessed it. We'll decline that. Actually, I want to draw the Great Hinge instead. We're going to play Company into 5, needs an extinction event twice. The draw land has to be just finishes it. Damn. See, on the play, this deck is very aggressive. I don't think I need Oblivions, so we're not going to bring him in game 3 either. We got really lucky that he didn't, well, even if he had gained life there, the turn 3 or turn 2 left Shark Beast into being able to swing over and over again with it was a little bit hard for him to handle. 2 1/1s that weren't Heart's Desire. See, and that's what I'm talking about with synergy, is synergy in decks like this work because your aggressive cards and your non-aggressive cards work together and help each other. Llanowar Elves is not only a ramp card in the deck that counts as a land most of the time, it helps your left Shark Beast be able to attack, and Luminarch Aspirant fills that same role, which is why that was such a beautiful game of Magic. Yeah, we'll definitely keep this because Love Shark Beast turn 3, Great Hinge turn 4, Company. Really bad hand if he thought seizes. Now, in his situation, if he thought seizes, I would take Collected Company. Not, I'd take the Great Hinge. Now, maybe putting Scavenging Moves out into Fatal Push. He did not, that's good. If he arrows, we eat it regardless. It's just a dangerous card for people to deal with. So we have a turn 4 Hinge again. If he can't kill the Love Shark Beast. Noxious Grass. So we do not have a turn 4 Hinge. Because we can keep pressure with our hand, we use Sharn here. And the reason I use Sharn here and didn't in the other games is because these guys work together, and if I can land into Great Hinge next turn, I guaranteed land drops. So there's his Nissa.
I will protect the virtue of this world. Harness the elements.
Dealing with Nissa is problematic in so many ways. Is there a way to get around? Okay. I'll only be able to do 5.
not test me.
So I went with the collector company looking for a Fairgrounds Warden. I found one. It was great. I knew I was one short with the Nissa, but if I could have found a Luminarch Aspirant off the top also with the collector company, we had the Nissa death, which is what we were after on that turn. This turn, I want to cast the Great Henge for value's sake. Now, I should be able to just wreck the rest of the game. Oh, there comes a counter that I didn't see coming. That was really sad. That would have won me the game on that turn. Really depressing. The Nissa has to die. How do we kill Nissa? Yep, trades. Extinction event is obnoxious here, but it's not the end of the world. Yep, and that's just game. See, Fairground Wardens in this matchup is what you need because it shuts down Nissa. Really difficult card to stop. And yet, Fairgrounds Warden comes in, stops the Nissa. This is great. It's awesome. We love it. He thought that was hilarious. Gannett thought that was hilarious. Alrighty then. So, having a good morning. We beat Sultai. Every time you beat Sultai, that's a good morning. Alright, let's go into game 3. I'm pretty positive it's game 3. This morning, I think I've only played 2 games, both. Yeah, so I played Gruul Aggro and then this bad deck, Sultai. And again, Fairgrounds Wardens, the reason I bring it in against Sultai is because it can pick up lands from Nissa. That was exactly the reason that they came in. Again, that second game, he struggled with putting pressure on the board, and we just had a really aggressive start. Sultai is still probably, I would consider it the second best deck in Historic. I don't think it's better than Goblins. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 on the draw, so we could draw turn 1 play. Oh shoot. Looks like we lost this one, guys. Game 1 against Aggro. Yeah, see, I think this is just a straight loss. I don't have anything to slow it down. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are playing a diamond guy as we move forward here. Chunk blocker first. Nah, we'll get the scoos down. I may even trade with the scoos, depending. If he makes that a 4-3. Okay, we're gonna trade here. If we can. He missed a land drop, which from the Sky Play Evaporation. Just get 2 back instead of a really aggressive 4-3 with trample. Welcome to aggressive cards. Alright, so he gets to 3. My assumption is a Gruul Spellbreak. Ooh, Ferocidon. Nice! We're going to drop a green source. And then we're going to Skyclave Apparition and Ferocidon, because I don't like that card. And then we'll give myself a 1-1. And we'll attack. Now, the reason I did that is because I just don't like not being able to gain life. There's incremental things in my deck that gains life. Ooh, look, Questing Beast. Alright, this is the play. Watch, ready? This will be fun. Charming Prince is going to come in. We're going to give him a 2-2. And then we're going to drop a Steel Leaf Champion. No attacks. And we're going to eat his Questing Beast. Instead of forcing a trade, we just give him a 2-2 that's not going to be able to do anything. Thanks, bud. And that, my friends, is why Charming Prince is in the deck as a 2-of. Alright, here comes... We don't want to miss land drops, which is why Yasharn comes out before anything else in this situation. Definitely a green source. We'll go to combat. We'll swing for 5. And now in this situation, ooh, he's gonna get a 4/4 back. All right, that was a good play. Here you go. Hey, what are you eating? Don't eat hair. Yeah, I'll pick that. Here's your banana. Alright, my son is in here. Alright, and now we go Charming Prince. And the reason we go Charming Prince here is so we can scry and try to find some good cards. So what do we got here? We know he's going to drop a 4/3. We got a Lovestruck Beast. A second Lovestruck Beast is good, and Kazandu Mammoth is fine. I'd rather not draw both of them, but we're going to keep them both top. She still has 3 cards in hand that I have no idea what they are. So, I mean, land, 1/1, beast, swing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My assumption, oh, that is not what I assumed he would block. I assumed he'd block the Yasharn and then stomp it. But obviously, I was not paying attention. To that play, or that line, I'm really confused actually. Because I would have assumed that that's the only reason you do what you do there. Yeah, and the board state's just too much for him to handle. Skyclave Apparition, and Charming Prince for the win. See, again, Charming Prince is only a turn 1 or a game 1 play. I think that's it, by the way. That's all I bring in and all I take out is I take out Ronas, Charming Princes, bring in 3 Fairgrounds Wardens, and we go again. Because just being able to keep his board clear and put down bigger threats than his threats when it comes to power and toughness is just how you beat Gruul when you're playing this company deck. Gruul likes to put the threats on the battlefield, and you can't keep 1-landers. But you can keep 3 landers into Collected Company. Now, shoot. Here's the thing. Lovestruck Beast is such a competitive yeah, so we want the Collected Company. We drop the Luminarch Aspirant. And we cry about it. And that is Grafdigger's Cage to stop Collected Company. I swear I played this guy earlier. I keep forgetting that Grafdigger's Cage is like such a busted, ridiculous good card against me. And it makes me feel like an idiot for keeping... Ah, man. I have no main board way. Oh, I actually have main board ways to get rid of that. It's just not going to be as good. So we go regular into Great Henge, and that should just be game here. We'll just pass the turn. We got a 5/5 chunk blocker. I mean, Kazandu Mammoth can get big, so if he plays a red land and double swings, we know it's up. Otherwise, no blocks, we'll take 5. We can gain 2 life every turn. Oh, shoot. We are in trouble. Yeah, we'll gain 2 life and pass the turn. This is really bad, actually. That Grafdigger's Cage is going to kill us. I have to find a Skyclave Apparition, or I just lose. Here, bud, here's your banana. And it's not just lose. Like, I should be fine. I can chunk block. Here, buddy, eat your banana. Alrighty then. We are not going to make some mistakes here into just casting our Collected Company into a Grafdigger's Cage, which I did in a game a while back because I wasn't paying attention. But not today, my friend, not today. That is not what we're doing today. Well, we'll get a 4/4 down and pass again. My opponent is probably like, this is stupid, this is terrible, my opponent's not doing anything. It's because I know what's going on. Alright, there comes a 5/5 again. so if he swings with all three, we can block some stuff. Just the 5/5. No blocks. Pass turn. We take 5 again. What do we got? Another Temple Garden. Wow, 20 lands and we have that many lands. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous, my friends. I just can't even believe how ridiculous this is. If he has an Embercleave, he has an Embercleave. Wow. Wow, we would have this game if I had just had a collect. Oh, wow, look, another collected company. Useless piece of garbage. Well, it looks like I have to actually start blocking because, yeah, wow. Neither of us have anything going on. Embercleave just wins him the game. I have to actually draw creatures to like actually be able to do anything. Oh, looks like he found an Embercleave. So let's see. Is there a way I block here where I don't die? Doesn't look like it. I think we just block there. 4, 5, 10, 13. I'm assuming it's an Embercleave. And I'm gonna cry because seriously, if I'd been drawing creatures, I would have been fine. But I didn't draw a single creature. Super obnoxious. If he was just bluffing, then we're really good here. Oh wow, that was actually pretty good of him. So he did bluff, but he still gets to get rid of my 5/5. So that was a good bluff, actually. I really need to hit a Skyclave Apparition so badly. Oh my gosh, seriously. We are having the worst luck that has ever existed. There are 33 creatures in my deck. Oh yes, there are. You know, if he wins on this turn, he wins. No blocks. Down to 4. Seriously, like, I just need a creature, and then I can, like, go off here. I need to draw creatures every turn, but, like, come on. Where are my creatures? Where are my creatures? Like, come on, like, where they are. There they are. Oh, yeah, they are. Let's just get the creatures. There's the win con! What up? I'm super excited about that. Now, still, him with an Embercleave is kind of, like, really bad for us, but this hits that, and then we CoCo, and we win. Yes! He just conceded. Oh my goodness, he probably is like, where is my Embercleave? And I was just like, I can't believe I didn't draw creatures for 7 minutes in a row. That was a long time of just drawing lands and sitting there, gaining 2 life, letting him beat me down. Really, like, again, that bluff play probably cost him the game because I had better trades in that situation than he did, and so it's really hard in that situation when you are the defense or when you're the aggressive player and you're bluffing. If your defensive player just sits there and is like, I lose if this is what you have anyway, so we're gonna block the best we can. I'm really glad that I traded with the Mammoths, or I offered that as a potential trade. Because I think that's probably what won me the game. Because he didn't go aggressive on other turns. I got down to 4 life. I found that Skyclave Apparition, which could have gotten rid of the Grafdigger's Cage. And 3 CoCos in my head I couldn't use. So, reminder. Night of Autumn. Really good card. Alright, one more game, and then we're done for this morning. So we're 3-0 right now. We're working really hard. My son just bought me some grapes. They're his favorite. He's going to steal my phone here in a second. Here you go, bud. He wants to sit in my lap. Here he comes with his grapes. You don't get my phone. Alrighty then, let's get some game. This is a really odd hand. Let's keep it. On the play, nothing to do except shock this in, because I can. Llanowar Elves, pass the turn. Yeah, this was a terrible hand to keep, especially on the play against not knowing what I'm playing against. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta hope that your opponent doesn't have turn 3 Muxus. It doesn't look like he does. This is such a terrible, terrible matchup. Other than I just put so much pressure on the board. I don't even care if he blocks the Llanowar Elves here. We're just gonna freaking 3-turn clock him. That got rid of a blocker. That's exciting. I can take 10 next turn. We can chunk block 5 of it. So he's still on a really fast clock here. In fact, I win next turn if he can't deal with the Steelers. That was like the greatest top deck 3 draws of the history of Magic that I have played. Wow, he had a Muxus. That sucks. It just went from me winning on that turn to the frickin' Muxus, stupidest card in the history of Magic, winning the game. Wow. Just straight up wow. I mean, there's nothing I can do to win this game at this point. My opponent literally is just going to sit there and build a board of Goblins and win. Because that's how Goblins wins games. Is they just like, here is my board of Goblins, lose to me. I have even if I had collected companied on that particular turn, I don't think there's any way out. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out here. He only has 2 creatures that can block that. He can block that with anything. But I gotta keep up the pressure, because if I don't, I lose. But I lose anyway. Unless he misblocks, I win. He wins this game. And it's, yeah. He has to misblock. But his Goblin War Chief is going down, or his Muxus to the Steel Leaf Champion. My assumption is you just block with Goblin War Chief, Skirt Prospector. He has another Muxus in his hand. I don't understand why he's blocking double blocks. Sure. I'll take your whole board. I think that is a great play for me. You can't cast Muxus from your hand here. I don't understand why he blocked that way. That was a oh, okay. You can only create 2 2/2/2s. So that was really bad for me. We'll pay 2 life. I want to trap both of those. Cast a Charming Friend. Exile another target creature I control. That's a 4. 3. I'm gonna go eat some stuff. Do I want to get rid of Muxus or the Cranko? Or do I want to get rid of... Hi buddy, thank you. You don't need water right now. I guess it depends on how he blocks, huh? I'm assuming he just blocks with something useless. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely take the Cranko. Don't let him go wide. Oh, there's another Muxus. And yeah, definitely be superb. I was so close. If he didn't have Muxus, he didn't have Muxus. If he didn't have Muxus. Okay, as much fun as that card is, I think we need to bring out Silly Champion in this situation. So close! I had him. I went from having the worst possible opening hand on the play, it's like the greatest hand ever, to him Muxusing turn 4, and that was just too much for my deck to handle. I'm really sad about it too. Especially because I dealt with his creatures. Like, that was demoralizing in every possible way it could be demoralizing. Have that good of a draw, that good of a hand, and then, oh, you just lose to 2 Muxus. And mull that thing. I really want to mull this one too. I like it when my opponents have slow starts. So we're obviously going. If he wants to trade here, it's fine. Yeah, see, there's no point in trading. Let's see here. Let's say another wily goblin. Oh my gosh, this deck is such a butthead. It's so hard to deal with. See, because now he has a turn 4 Muxus again. For heaven's sakes. Oh, that is way better for me. We could have collected companied. We're gonna set up though to like be able to go wide here. That is a crank up. We just lost the game again. I hate my opponent. He's a butthead. Yes, he is. For heaven's sakes. Oh wow. Best collected company in the history of collected companies. 2 Llanowar elves. Freaking ridiculous. What terrible luck. Again. Man, if I had hit anything else off that collected company. I mean, I'm glad I got the cards out of the way, but look at that. 4 2/2s. A Snoop into a Cranko every time. And you wonder why people hate this deck and want freaking pieces of it banned. I mean, look at what he just did. That was turn 5. Turn 5. I'm not good gaming you, dude, but I will let you hit me with a bajillion damage. Man, I hate playing against goblins. I feel like this deck has a good matchup against goblins too. I mean, you saw game 1. Game 1, it couldn't really do anything except get lucky. And then game 2, I freaking missed everything on my collected company. If I had hit anything good off that collected company, I think I could have won that game. Like Kinjali Sunwing, or Skyclave, or Fairgrounds. Like, any of those would have been phenomenal cards to hit off that collected company. But there you go. We went 3-1 this morning. That's pretty good. We're at Platinum Tier 2. Hopefully everybody is having a great day. I'm going to go upload this video, and Happy New Year!